Hey man, what up YouTube? It's your boy ISOT back with another video, man. Look, we got some different today. We got something different today. Um I was on Twitter scrolling and I seen a post saying DDG files a restraining order against Halle. And he also filed for full custody. So he hit her with the Uno reverse. Now I got the whole full document right here. Um and so I just want to go through this. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. And yeah, we gonna dissect this. We gonna see what this is talking about. Hold on. Let me you know what I'm saying? Yes sir. I don't really need the headphones, but you know what I'm saying? Why not? Why not? Let's get to it, man. So this is DDG's attorney right here, Larry Bachman, boom boom boom, attorney for the respondent, da da da. In this, he's the respondent because this is about Halle's restraining order that she filed. So yeah, blah blah blah. We get this, boom boom, get through this, get through this, get through this. It's all just basic information, none. Now here's where it really starts. I think here's where it really starts. Ex parte application for emergency order prohibiting petitioner from traveling internationally with minor child. So he's continuance of domestic violence restraining order hearing currently set for June 4 and memorial. Okay. Please take notice that on June 4th, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. in Department 25 of the Stanley Miles Courthouse, responding Daryl Darren will and hereby does apply ex parte for okay. Um, temporary emergency order prohibiting petitioner Halle Bailey from traveling outside the United States, specifically to Italy, with the minor child Halo Saint Granberry. So he's not, basically he doesn't want her to go to Italy. She was talking about taking Halo to Italy for 2 months because she hasn't moved to film over there and not leaving him here with Halo. Um, um, Whatever. She was saying that DDG leaves Halo with his grandmother, aka DDG's mom, most of the time anyway. So and he travels a lot. So basically, Halle taking him to Italy, and because she has a nanny, she'll be able to take care of him better. Da da da. That doesn't even make sense. So you would rather the child be with a nanny instead of the grandmother, and you're also gonna be away working. It doesn't even add up. Anyways, currently calendared for June 4, 2021. Petitioner's request for a domestic violence restraining order given. Ultimately, this is Halle's boom boom boom. And the filing for the respondent's competing DVRO. So this is him filing his own domestic violence restraining order against her on June 3rd, 2025. So he filed it yesterday. Such for a relief, boom, boom, boom. Now, I just really want to get to the gritty. Respondent Daryl Granberry Jr. brings the ex parte application seeking urgent, time-sensitive relief to protect the welfare of the party's infant child Halo, considering the imminent risk that petitioner is traveling with the infant to Italy on or about June 7th, 2025, a country beyond this court's jurisdiction, and more importantly, without appropriate legal safeguards or emergency threat mitigation mechanisms in place. This application is supported by the attached boom, 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 boom. So he's saying that she has shown emotional instability and cohesive. Bear with me, chat. Bear with me. Whatever control on the part of petitioner, repeated threats of suicide and self-harm on the part of petitioner, instances where petitioner endangered the child's safety while in emotional distress. I still read better than a lot of y'all motherfuckers. So she was being suicidal apparently, and I'm sorry, I don't want my child around the mother if the mother is being suicidal. That's scary. I'm just keeping the buck, whether it's the mom or the dad. The requested travel restriction is not speculative. It is grounded in overwhelming evidence demonstrating that the petitioner poses a serious psychological risk to herself and consequently to the minor child should she be permitted to travel internationally unsupervised or without protective court mechanisms in place. The court's intervention is urgently required to prevent irreparable harm and or risk of harm to the infant. So he doesn't want her going because apparently I really want to see the proof of this because boy, ex parte relief is warranted under these circumstances as there is a risk or irreparable harm and immediate danger to the minor child. So yeah, basically he doesn't want her gone. Boom. She was being very suicidal and scaring him. So he doesn't want that. Boom, boom, boom. Got it. Requires that the court evaluate the risk of abduction, consider mental health instability, and determine whether conditions exist. Okay, so they want her to look into all of it. I mean, they want the court to look into all of it and make sure. And what's it called? Boom, boom, boom. Has demonstrated a persistent pattern of psychological instability and suicidal behavior. Respondents, aka DDG, sworn declaration submitted in support of both his ex parte husband and his domestic violence restraining order request presents deeply troubling evidence of petitioner's long-standing and escalating pattern of psychological instability, including repeated threats of suicide and acts of self-harm. This evidence can be found in petitioner's own text message. Oh, we about to see text messages attached as exhibits to respondent's DVRO filing. These incidents span multiple years and reflect not isolated or momentary lapses, but a consistent behavioral trajectory marked by emotional volatility. Oh my God, I ain't read these big words, bro. Listen, we graduated a year ago, Chad. It's been about that long. I've just been reading brain rot Twitter posts since then. Like, come on, come on now. Coercive threats and alarming disregard for the safety of herself and others, including the party's infant child, Halo. The earliest documented incident, okay, let's get to it. The earliest documented incident occurred in March 2022. When the parties were in Atlanta, so they was cool right here. They was together and everything. After an argument, respondent attempted to leave the residence in his effort to de-escalate the situation. So he was arguing, so he just wanted to get away from the situation and not add on to it. When they was in an argument, okay, petitioner responded by repeatedly calling and texting him, eventually claiming she had a knife and implying she would harm herself if he did not return. What that Lauryn Hill song? Oh my God! Wait, why she was moving like this? Why she was moving like so? She was basically acting like she's gonna harm herself so he could come back, bro. That's y'all heard X Factor before? Oh my God, that's what she was doing. And when I try to walk away, you hurt yourself and make me stay. This is crazy. Oh, this is crazy. I feel like I hit that note, but that ass though. This event is significant not only because it demonstrates suicidal ideation, but because it marked the beginning of a recurring pattern in which, okay, so this is where it all started. This is where all the suicidal strategy, came in. Escalating in August 2023, so a year after, during a volatile confrontation in which petitioner seized respondent's legally owned firearm. So she had DDG's firearm during an argument and left the house in possession of the weapon. So she left the house with his weapon. Respondent, unable to locate her, Forrest immediately alerted his mother and her fiance. So he alerted Tanya and George, who ultimately found petitioner outside the home still holding the firearm. So they found her outside the home holding the firearm. She was described as emotionally unwell, incoherent, and potentially... Yo, she was bugging. This incident is particularly grave. Petitioner not only placed herself at risk, but she utilized a lethal weapon and in context that clearly endangered the physical and psychological safety of those around her, including the couple's unborn child. Oh, this was when she was pregnant. The most serious episode occurred on March 21, 2024, when petitioner sent a series of text messages threatening to kill herself. I gotta see these texts, and suggesting that their infant son Halo might also be harmed. Yo! She then proceeded to drive her vehicle with the child in the car while in an emotion. Yo, respondent was so disturbed by her condition that he immediately contacted the petitioner's godmother to intervene and assist. The implications of this incident are deeply troubling. Petitioner placed the life in the mind. She did, if that's true. Driving the vehicle while you're in that emotionally unstable and being suicidal? What? In September and November 2024. This is pretty much when they broke up. In September and November 2024, petitioner again said threatening to end her life during November. This was after they broke up. During times of emotional distress and conflict with the respondent, these continued threats, documented in Exhibits 4 and 5. Oh, I can't wait to see these exhibits. Demonstrate that petitioner instability is not a thing of her purpose. So she was being suicidal, so that does put Halo at risk when the mamas, when either mother or father is moving like that, and is that mentally unstable? It's crazy. Taken together, this pattern paints a picture of a parent who is currently unfit at facts. Unilateral, unsupervised decision making regarding the child, particularly in a backdrop as serious as international travel. A parent who has threatened suicide, a pleader who has armed herself with a firearm while boom, basically summing up what she did. The prosecution petition traveling along with the child. Basically, he doesn't want that to happen. Boom. For these reasons, considering the credible, uncontroverted evidence submitted, the court should find that petitioner presents a significant risk to the minor child's welfare and that this risk justifies the immediate issuance of an emergency order prohibiting international travel until completion of. Okay, cool, got it. International travel would remove the child from legal protection and jurisdiction. Okay, got it. So basically, if she does travel with Halo, then this court or whatever, they can't protect the child or anything like that. So I guess so. Permitting petitioner travel international with his parents' minor child, particularly a foreign, would result in the child being removed from the immediate jurisdiction protection of this court and from the reach of the Californians' robust child welfare and law enforcement infrastructure. They can't. So that means if she leaves with him, they can't do nothing about it. So he's trying to get them to not let her leave before then. But when this reality has been recognized by courts, which mandates that before authorizing international travel in custody, the court must assess whether safeguards exist to ensure the child's return and whether there is any credible risk that the child will not be returned. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. His lawyer is cooking. Okay. So basically, due to her mental health, he doesn't want her taking Halo, or this is how he could. This is the route he's going with it. But I want to see, because he filed his own DVRO. Currently counting for June 4th. Well, this is her hearing, her DVRO. And he filed one yesterday, June 3rd. Under the respondent shall be entitled as a matter of course to one continuance for a reasonable period to respond to the petition. Respondent respectfully requests that the court continue the hearing on petitioner request currently calendared to a later date, given the late service of petitioner's DVRO filing, without respondent having to request a continuance. So he wants to push it back? Okay. I'm guessing? In this case, the respondent is entitled to a continuance given the service of paperwork not effective within 5 days of June 4, 2025. Assuming arguendo, the court disagrees, respondent is entitled to a continuance by operation of law. Yet another ground exists for continuance given the June 3, 2025 filing of a competing DVRO on behalf of petitioner. Good cause suggests that the two matters be consolidated and that the case be sent out to a long cause court for hearing given the number of prospective witnesses and the issues alleged in both DVRO petitions. Okay. According respondent respectfully asks the court issue an immediate order prohibiting petitioner from removing the child from the state of California or the United States, continuing the hearing on petitioner's DVRO for a reasonable period, grant such further relief as the court deems just and proper under the circumstances. Okay. Exhibit A, the ex parte application. Okay, so this is his application. Okay, let's see. Now we need to really okay. I'm the respondent in this action. I have first-hand personal knowledge of the facts contained in this declaration, and if called as a witness, I could and would competently testify hereto under oath. I offer this declaration in lie of, I remember this word though. I forgot how to pronounce it though. I'm not gonna lie. A personal testimony pursuant to 2009, whatever this is. Boom. I submit the declaration in support of my request for DVRO request against petitioner Halle Bailey Hereinafter, petitioner, the mother of our son, Halo, saying, I am a musician and having enjoyed a successful career since 2017 as a multi-platinum rapper, singer, and songwriter. I maintain a large presence on YouTube and social media. Petitioner is a singer, actress, and songwriter, having had success in R&B and film. Petitioner and I began dating in or around November 2021. We shared one child together, Halo, born December. Boom, boom. Our relationship quickly became volatile and was marked by repeated arguments, threats, and physical altercation. Petitioner has since weaponized our child to exert coercive, but I gotta find out how to. Matter of fact, y'all gonna learn with me because I don't know how to say this word. I don't know why. Coercive. I feel like it's coercive.
Coercive.
All right, whatever. Coercive control and manipulation over me, interfering with my access to Halo, relating to or using for. Okay. Interfering with my access to Halo. While I have made every effort to be as precise as possible with dates, the abuse inflicted by petitioner occurred so frequently and pervasively throughout our relation that it is difficult to recall the exact dates of each incident. Additionally, petitioner has engaged in the following conduct, thereby perpetrating abuse upon against me as recognized pursuant to the Domestic Violence Prevention Act. Summary of abuse perpetrated upon me. Petitioner routinely used emotional coercion, including but not limited to threats of self-harm when I attempted to leave the relationship and or establish boundaries. Petitioner weaponized our pregnancy, demanding reconciliation or placing me in the impossible situation of being threatened that she would abort our baby should I not reconcile or accede. Petitioner on multiple occasions invaded my privacy by going through my phone while I was asleep. Damn. Petitioner damn, she's crazy. Petitioner engaged in physical abuse perpetrated upon me by slapping and punched me during an August 2024 altercation over my phone. Petitioner repeatedly struck me while driving in a car on August 16, 2024 while leaving the Bruno Mars concert. Damn, he took you to a concert and then you was still beating on him? What the fuck? Petitioner repeatedly struck me while we were parked outside her house during a custody change on January 18, 2020, then falsely claimed I slammed her head. Hey, by the way, this same date, he has a stream up on YouTube with bandages on his arm, implying he got scratch marks and all type of shit on his arm. I seen that, and I think he had a bandage on his thumb too. On this same stream that I'm referring to, I guess the stream was after the incident. That's crazy. So he's saying he didn't slam her head on the steering wheel, which in my opinion, I really doubt he did. Basically he's saying he was the one getting beat on, not the other way around. And that's what I was thinking too when I first seen her report and read through it. There was a lot of loopholes. There was a lot of stuff missing. And then she would use the words "next thing I knew." When somebody says "next thing I knew," it's kind of like, what are you hiding? What happened from that point to the next thing I knew? That you feel like next thing I knew is a filler to block off a lot of events that happened in between. Petitioner on multiple occasions has physically attacked me during custodial exchange of Halo, including but not limited to grabbing and pulling Halo from Petitioner has surveilled me through the use of Apple AirTags placed. She put AirTags in his vehicle. First of all, I don't know this word, and I know DDG doesn't know this word. So I know the lawyer, well, obviously the lawyer wrote all this, but I'm just saying, it's just, that's funny. I don't know what that word is, but she put Apple AirTags in his vehicles. It's crazy. Petitioner shows up uninvited to events, including a movie theater and studio sets, and often resulting in confrontation. Petitioner pushed me and attempted to attack my companion while outside a movie theater in June of 2023. Petitioner has frequently used racial slurs and profane language directed at me in front of others, including family, friends, and our child. First of all, Baby Rich did say he was there when she used to beat on him. Petitioner has frequently used racial slurs, profane language directed at me in front of others, including family, friends. Petitioner has denigrated and demeaned my masculinity, saying I wasn't enough of a man for her. Petitioner exercised coercive control over me by withholding access to her son, Halo, based upon my refusal to abide by her dictates or demands. Petitioner frequently changes agreed upon custody arrangements without notice, denying my access to Halo as a tool for control or punishment. I ain't gonna lie. First of all, this report is already way more well written and has so much more than her report. Damn. Petitioner blocks communications, demanding that all my communications involving Halle proceed through my mother. Petitioner, during emotional outbursts, has destroyed my personal property, including my laptop that contained critical music and content work. Petitioner stole my legally owned firearm during an argument and was found outside the house. Whoa. She. In early 2022, our relationship deteriorated after Petitioner became verbally aggressive, largely due to her growing hostility related to my professional collaboration with other women and her fixation on my past relationship. During Grammy weekend in February 2022, Petitioner became enraged over text messages between me and a previous girlfriend. Oh, Ruby. An argument ensued wherein Petitioner texted another man to arrange a meeting to me at 2 following Grammy after, although my messages were platonic in nature. Petitioner fixated on him and retired by texting this other, and this marked the point at which I attempted to end our relationship. Despite my attempts to end the relationship, Petitioner, the man is Brent, so she was trying to meet up and fuck Brent to get back at him. Over the Ruby text where he was like, okay, you right, I'm a heel. Despite my attempts to end the relationship, Petitioner continued to contact and pursue. Over time, her persistence elicited right, a sense of sympathy in me, which ultimately led to our reconciliation. Unfortunately, following our reunion, her behavior grew increasingly volatile, characterized by escalating verbal abuse and eventually physical aggression. Shortly thereafter, we reconciled, and despite our best intentions, the relationship continued to suffer because of Petitioner's insecurity. Petitioner continued to accuse me of impropriety whenever I spent time in the studio or collaborated with female artists or content creators. Petitioner would initiate arguments premised upon speculation and jealousy. Her constant accusations having no basis, in fact, utterly destroyed my peace of mind and emotional calm. Petitioner would routinely compare our relationship to those I had with former partners, particularly another rapper and popular content streamer. Petitioner would use these comparisons to undermine and criticize, and as a result of Petitioner's jealousies and insecurities, I found myself entangled in an on-again, off-again relationship marked by ongoing emotional volatility, unresolved conflict, volatility beating my ass, unresolved conflict, and repeated attempts at reconciliation that ultimately failed to establish. Boom. So he was trying to always leave her, but she kept pulling him in, being toxic, saying she would, and the way she did it was by saying, literally, bro, this Lauryn Hill, bro, oh my God. And when I try to walk away, you'd hurt yourself to make me stay. Real. I know he could relate. This Petitioner limits my ability to be a father to our son, particularly when I refuse to accede to her demands. Petitioner obstruction and anytime I have vision encouraged when I refuse to follow Petitioner dictates. Petitioner will attempt to exert control over my streaming content, my streaming associate, or my refusal to reconcile with her. Despite multiple attempts to reconcile for the sake of our child, Petitioner behavior has escalated to include physical violence, emotional manipulation, threats of self-harm, and coercion. She was really she's crazy, apparently, allegedly. I am now seeking protection for myself and my son. Petitioner habitually used verbally abusive and profane language, often yelling, fuck you, stupid ass, and calling me during arguments. Petitioner would frequently denigrate and demean me by telling me I am not enough of a man for these verbal assaults are often occurred in the presence of others, including family members, and most troubling for me, our infant child. Incidents of this nature occurred repeatedly throughout our relationship. And then when she was pregnant, despite the instability, Petitioner disclosed in or about April 2023 that she was pregnant with our son. We had multiple conversations about our plans to co-parent together, even though our relationship had ended. Despite recognizing that our relationship was unstable, I still wanted to move forward with having our child and was prepared to take on that responsibility. At the same time, I made it clear to Petitioner that I would support whatever decision she ultimately made regarding the pregnancy, so long as I was kept informed and included in the process. My only request was to be a part of the decision. In June of 2023, I discovered Petitioner attempted to terminate the pregnancy without my knowledge or consent, regardless of our prior discussion to parent the child together. So she attempted to have an abortion. And now, wow. On or about June 6, 2023, Petitioner contacted me complaining that she was bleeding and in pain. In my effort to assist, I contacted her OBGYN, I don't know what that is, and learned that the petitioner had attempted to abort that baby but failed to take the second abort. Oh my God. So Halle wouldn't be. Following this discovery, I spoke to the petitioner and asked why she would abort our child after we had agreed to co-parent. The petitioner threatened me by demanding that we reconcile or she would go through with the... Yo, she was holding him hostage. So she was saying, I'm gonna abort him if we not together. Following the threat to abort the pregnancy, coupled with the fact that she attempted to abort without informing, I made the decision to cut ties with her. I could no longer be subjected to her controlling behavior, and I wondered whether her actions may have jeopardized the health and well-being of our unborn child. Despite making it clear I wanted out of the relationship, petitioner insisted that the baby was unharmed and informed me that she began attending multiple medical appointments in an effort to reassure me. These appointments appeared less about transferring and more about convincing me to stay. Ultimately, we learned that our baby was miraculously healthy. Moved by the outcome and motivated by a desire to preserve a sense of family for my unborn son, I chose to reconcile with petitioner once again. Yo, she was really manipulating him and into like staying with her. This is crazy. True to form, petitioner, in an effort to control me, once again repeatedly threatened to proceed with the abortion and or express regret that she had not already done so. These repeated threats and comments caused me severe emotional harm and distress. Stalking with Eric. Petitioner had repeatedly shown up, so this is the Eric tags. Petitioner has repeatedly shown up unannounced to places I frequent, initiating public confrontations and verbal outbursts on or about June 16. While petitioner was pregnant, she appeared uninvited at a movie theater in Westwood where I was attending a film with a female friend. To be clear, this individual has been a long-standing, strictly platonic friend, and there was no romantic or inappropriate relationship between us at any time. I later discovered that the petitioner had been using hidden Apple AirTags in my vehicles to monitor my location, which explains how she knew where I was that evening. Petitioner entered the theater and immediately began shouting profanities in a loud and disruptive manner for all to hear. I was incredibly embarrassed by the incident. In an effort to de-escalate the situation so as to avoid further confrontation, I exited the theater with my companion. Petitioner then followed closely behind, continuing to shout expletives and directing her verbal assault at both me and my friend, referring to us as bitches and threatening to beat her ass. She made repeated accusations. Damn, Halle was on that? Yo, this y'all, bro, she's evil. Cause this whole sweet persona she portrays, and she's really like crazy, allegedly. Yo. As petitioner attempted to physically attack my friend, I was forced to intervene and restrain petitioner to prevent harm to both my friend and the petitioner, who was carrying our unborn child. So she was doing this while pregnant. This incident was particularly troubling as it clearly established that petitioner was becoming more unhinged more frequently. During petitioner's pregnancy, from April through December 2023, I found Apple AirTags in my vehicles. Upon discovering these devices, I realized petitioner was using these devices to stalk and surveil me. I did not become aware that petitioner was tracking my movements until I began receiving persistent and unfamiliar Apple AirTag notifications on my electronic devices. It became evident that petitioner had been using AirTags to stalk and monitor my whereabouts. Together with my mother and her fiancé, George Charleston, who also serves as my driver, we discovered Apple AirTags concealed in all three of my vehicles, a Rolls Royce, a Maybach, and an Escalade. George and I frequently received alerts indicating that an unknown AirTag was moving with us. Despite multiple attempts to prompt the device to emit an audible sound so as to identify the location of the device, it remained undetected until later. Damn, they couldn't even find the device. On one occasion during pregnancy, an AirTag was found by my mother, hidden inside a vitamin bottle stored in the trunk of my car. On another occasion, it was discovered by a close female friend of mine, tucked within a baby bottle holder. Each time an AirTag... Yo, this is crazy! She was really hiding these... Yo! Each time an AirTag was located, it was promptly removed and discarded. The repeated placement of these devices demonstrates a clear and disturbing pattern of stalking and surveillance without my knowledge and consent, all of which further contributed to my sense of fear, violation, and lack of privacy. Following our child's birth, petitioner emotional volatility continued to increase. She frequently went through my phone without permission while I was asleep, using what she found to start confrontation. These incidents occurred during a period when petitioner and I were on and off again. Despite the instability between us, I made a concerted effort to maintain the relationship and provide a sense of stability, particularly after learning she was pregnant. I would often fall asleep while scrolling TikTok, wherein petitioner would take these opportunities to enter. Hey, you see this sentence right here? I've literally seen this happen in his stream at Streamer University. This literally happened. He fell asleep while scrolling TikTok, where petitioner... So that shit do be happening. When petitioner would take these opportunities to enter, hack into my device without my permission. In or about August of 2024, petitioner became physically violent. When I refused to give her my phone, she slapped and punched me repeatedly while attempting to de-escalate. My mother witnessed the incident and intervened to get her to stop. Also present was a close family friend, Richard, Baby Rich. He said he seen that happen. Baby Rich literally said that. I had to physically restrain petitioner by holding her wrist in an attempt to get her to stop. So during the chaos, she ran off with my laptop from the garage. Petitioner repeatedly texted me and threatened to destroy it unless I answered her phone calls. The incident arose from one of many items sparked by petitioners' jealousy and mistrust over my professional content collaboration. As a content creator, streamer, video editor, and music producer, my laptop is essentially my livelihood. It contained ongoing project unreleased footage, but when this is acted not only in financial harm, but also disturb my ability to meet professional obligations. Attached here to as Exhibit 1 is a true and correct copy petition message from June 23, where she states, "My computer is broken following her belief." Unfortunately, this was not an isolated petition to consistently express discomfort and hostility towards me, particularly when it involved collaborating or filming with other women. She refused to be part of my content and often used emotional manipulation or conflict to prevent me from filming with female colleagues. Despite the professional nature of my work, in contrast, I was expected to accept her protection in intimate on-screen roles. Exactly. How he can't film with females on some platonic shit while you literally acting and kissing other guys and doing all this intimate on-screen roles, like, but he can't just platonically film? This double standard created ongoing tension and further reflected the controlling and unequal dynamic in our relationship. Petitioner has repeatedly interfered with my work, often by initiating utterings, causing disruption while I was recording or editing, and withholding access to necessary equipment. Petitioner would force me to edit her out of project last minute, or refuse to allow me or my family to post project with her likeness or features after having granted consent. Her conduct severely impacted my ability to earn income and maintain stability. Notably, on August 16, 2024, I documented one such outburst by petitioner as we were leaving a Bruno Mars concert at the Intuit Dome, which we had attended with our son. During this incident, petitioner became upset and demanded we leave. As I was driving back home from the concert, she became verbally aggressive and emotionally unhinged in the presence of our child. She began to hit me as I was driving with our child. Petitioner clearly had no regard for her personal safety or that of our infant son. I ended up pulling the car over so that I could de-escalate her volatility and make sure we were safe. I recorded her outburst to preserve a record. If he got this on recording, she's cooked. Simple. Wait. Oh, I gotta see the transcript. So he's not gonna show the recording, but he's gonna show it in trial. But the transcript is here. I have also repeatedly called my mother during incidents where petitioner was physically assaulting me and disappeared so frequently I cannot provide the court with specific dates. These events were not isolated. She would often refuse to leave me my home or my vehicle, preventing me from leaving and demanding conversations against my will. On multiple occasions, petitioner has refused to let me leave her home by physically blocking the exit and threatening to withhold our son if I attempted to separate from her. On or about January 18, 2025, petitioner agreed that I could pick up our son, Halle, for an overnight visit. However, when I arrived at her residence, she insisted that we discuss and formalize a visitation schedule, an issue that had become increasingly continuous. Let me stop reading like that. Due to her repeated pattern of using Halle as a means of control, yeah, she was using Halle to fucking make him, like, she was crazy. His car seat petitioner unexpectedly entered the backseat of the vehicle and refused to exit, effectively preventing me from exercising my custodial time. Despite my repeated request for her to leave the car, she locked herself. Oh, this is the January 18th. She locked herself inside with Halle and grew increasingly agitated. Concerned for the safety and well-being of our son, I called my mother for guidance on how to proceed. During this incident, petitioner demanded that I talk to her and make a schedule, and then proceeded to strike me from the backseat by launching herself over the center console into the front seat to punch me. As she did so, her own momentum caused her to hit her head on the steering wheel. At no point did I strike her. In fact, I attempted to shield myself by restraining her arms to prevent further punches. See how this makes more sense? Because if someone grabs your head, Halle, and boom, slams you against the steering wheel, you're gonna get more than just a chipped tooth. But if you just fall forward on the steering wheel, then okay, you fall like that, you could end up with only a chipped tooth. Makes way more sense than what the hell she was saying. Eventually, I drove home with Petitioner still in the back seat in the car. And, yep, Halle did say she drove off with him. I arrived home and went inside with Halo as Petitioner stayed outside to talk to my family, complaining about status server. After my mother arrived, Petitioner spent time with my little sister, who eventually drove her. Look how they are still treating you great. TT is driving you home. At no point did she leave the premise in a state of distress or hysteria, so Halle said she left hysterical. He's saying, no, she didn't. She left with my little sister. Attached here to exhibit here is a true and correct reflection of my injuries sustained by Petitioner from her attack. You know what's crazy? Hey, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. This behavior is consistent with her ongoing efforts to interfere with my custodial rights, including unilaterally denying visitation, traveling out of town, such as her undisclosed trip to St. Lucia, which I only discovered through social media. These acts demonstrate the text he sent her proves that he discovered it from social media. These acts demonstrate a continued pattern of coercive control, emotional volatility, and disregard for agreed-upon parenting agreement. Petitioner repeated threats of self-harm and suicide. Petitioner routinely used emotional coercion and manipulation. Boom, this is suicide. March 2, boom, in Atlanta. Continuing to engage in a fight with her. Upon leaving, Petitioner repeatedly called me when I didn't answer her calls. She then proceeded to text me. Attached here to his Exhibit 4 is a true and correct copy of these. In these messages, Petitioner threatened to end the relationship if I do not answer her calls. When I respond, informing her, yo, I gotta get to these texts. Oh my god, I just want to skip to the text. When I respond informing her, I just want to be left alone. She threatens me, claiming she has a knife. On several occasions, Petitioner has threatened to kill herself, especially when I tried to end the relationship or leave her residence. In or about August of 2023, during a particularly volatile agreement, Petitioner became enraged and threatened to end her life using my legally owned firearm. Without my consent, she took the weapon and left the house. So this is the August 23, and stay with this incident was one, boom, March 21. That man threatened to kill her and made statement that suggested she might harm our son. She then attempted to drive while in emotional distress. Okay, I remember. Boom, on at least two other things that I control, one in September and another in November. Petitioner sent similarly threatening messages. Attached here to as Exhibit 5 are true and correct copies. Given these threats to self-harm, I believe Petitioner is a threat to our son's safety, that she should not be allowed to take Halo out the country. I ain't gonna lie. If oh, this is true, boy. Hey, the proof is in the text. Boy, she better not. Yo, they better not let her take Halo out the goddamn country. I am filing an concurrent ex parte application seeking to preclude boom in the event this court does not grant the ex parte. I will have no choice but to report Petitioner's threats to harm herself, thereby placing our son's safety at risk within the Los Angeles family, something that I was hoping to avoid. Petitioner repeatedly refused to allow me to see Heather when I was not in a romantic relationship with her. If I created content with her woman or posted online, she would block me and withheld access. She often used our son as leverage to control me. Petitioner frequently blocked me on all platforms, with her toggling between affection behavior and extreme hostility. Depending on when Petitioner has routinely threatened to withhold custody with my mother, was often involved in facilitating safe custody exchange due to Petitioner unpredictably boom, including an incident at Petitioner West Hollywood apartment where her sister godmother and my father were present. Oh damn, his dad was present. She has witnessed Petitioner attempting to take Halo from my arms, deny my parents, including Petitioner was as I was holding Halo in my arms and attempted to visit our son. Petitioner began to hit me in an effort to get me to stop from taking Halo from the limited amount of time she had already agreed for me to have him in my care and my custody. Petitioner escalating behavior posed an immediate threat to my safety and emotional well-being, and more importantly, to the stability and safety of our son. As a result of such conduct behavior, I respectfully request the following protective orders: personal conduct and stay away orders, sole legal and physical custody of Halo to me, or an alternative joint legal and physical with a 225. So he basically hitting her with the same shit she hit him with. Prohibition on removing our son from California or the United States without court use of our family widget for communication and coordination. Order that all custodial exchanges be facilitated by third parties, including my mother or a nanny, to avoid further direct contact with Petitioner. I declare under penalty of perjury under the laws of the state of California that the foregoing is true and correct. Sign that too. Look at that. Daryl. Okay, Exhibit 1. Oh, we about to cook. Oh shit. That's not right. I have to go. I've been so nice. I've not broken your property or anything. I have to go. I'm pregnant and you're trying to cause me more stress for no reason. I said this morning respectfully. I'm not arguing with you anymore. You want to be petty, you can be petty by yourself. Stop blocking me. Okay, I gave you a chance. You've ruined my whole day. I have to work. Your computer is broken now. Goodbye. Hey, so I'm gonna stop calling you now. Oh my god, bro. I messed with a girl that texts the same way. And she's crazy too. Hey, so I'm gonna stop calling now. You cheated on me. I literally caught you with another girl last night, and today you stolen my car all while I'm pregnant. I can't do this anymore. I tried to call you to tell you I'm gonna go to the doctor. I'm leaving work now. I'm tired and I tried. Please don't try and say I didn't tell you when I'm blowing up your phone. I can't do this. I can't do this if this is how it's gonna be. I wanna be free. Wish you the best in everything you do in your future. How come you can take my things and I can't take yours? Just give me my laptop back and I'll happily give you your car keys. I'll bring your keys. So he was just being petty. He took her car because she took his laptop. Crazy, but they were being toxic. I'll bring your keys when you get home. Just let me know when you home. I'm home. Take me to dinner. We need to have a civil I'm not doing back and forth with you. If you're going to actually listen to me, I will. I'm not listening to you demean or insult me anymore. So don't even try. I am hurt by you enough. If you're not going to be gentle with me when I'm going through this hard time, then we don't need to talk. Keep hitting me. You stupid bitch. Keep hitting me. You're stupid. Keep hitting me. Cheating ass. Keep hitting me. Dirty. Yep. Keep hitting me. Ass bitch. Yep. Keep hitting me. Yeah, you got fucked. Get out my car. Yeah, you got. Oh, this is him saying, yeah, you got fucked. Get out my car. You got fucked before. Keep hitting me. I never got fucked. Yes, you did. Yeah, keep hitting me. Nope, not even by you. Yep, keep not even by you. Keep hitting me. Keep hitting me. Stupid ass. Yeah, I bet you calm down. Yeah, I bet you calm down. Get the fuck. I bet you calm down now. Get out my car then. Wait, hold on. Respondent. Okay, so the petitioner is Halle. Get out my car then. Yeah, but get the fuck out my car. Bet you calm down. I think this is right here. Keep hitting, stupid ass. So this is her seeing that he's recording. And so I'm guessing in between these two things, she peeped him recording. And then she told him to get the fuck out of his car. I bet you calm down now. Get the fuck out of my car then. I bet you calm down now. Get out my car trying to disrespect me. I bet you calm down. So get out. Bet you calm down. So get out. Bet you calm down now. What do you think the fucking cone is? What do you think the fucking cone is? Huh? Hey, this what I was. He had a bandage on his hand, on his finger. Boom, scratch. Not seeing much. Boom. No to this tweet. What's wrong with it? Donald, of all people, let's not. It is not that it is though. Donald is a rich man, doesn't care about us. Why would you leave? I'm done with the threats. Something happened here. It is not that deep. It is though, Donald. I'm guessing he tweeted something about Donald Trump, whatever. Donald is a rich man who doesn't care about us. Why would you leave? She was threatening him, I guess. I guess they had an argument in person and she stopped being this way. Sam, oh wow, then she turned it up a notch. She got crazy. Audio recording. Answer the fucking phone. I'm gonna try one more time. If you don't answer, it's or over forever. I'm not playing Daryl. That's it. I just want to be left alone, please. I'm calling for help. I have a knife. Oh wow, I'm calling for help, but why don't care? But you don't care, do you? Okay, have a knife for what? Yo, this is yo. I called because I needed help, but you sometimes like she's trying to manipulate him to come back by saying she's gonna harm herself. But you've shown time and time again that you just don't care, and that's okay. Whatever I decide to do is none of your concern. Just leave me in peace. Check on you for you to act like you're gonna hurt you to make me feel some type of manipulative and selfish. I never thought you would do nothing like that. Never thought you would leave either because I didn't know you at all. And nobody acting like anything. Whatever I decide to do is my decision. Don't feel sad either. It's cool. You literally told me to leave. This push and pull shit you keep doing is childish. You keep threatening me, leave me alone, and somebody you can fuck with somebody else. You keep threatening, leave me alone, and saying you can fuck with somebody. I'm not sticking around for that. I feel it. Bet I'm gonna call you one more time. Phone is on airplane. I'm not letting you in my day over this bullshit. The trust issues are becoming overwhelming. Maybe that's for the best. I put in too much time and effort in making you happy to have to deal with this bullshit every other day. In your eyes, you're never wrong. It's frustrating. I'm over it. I'm no longer entertaining this argument. I need to work on becoming more successful like Jay-Z, like you said. Oh, wow. Wow. She hit him with this? She hit him, you're not successful like Jay-Z? Wow, then maybe you'll take my vision becoming a big label owner serious instead of shitting on my dreams every second. I will be successful. I don't need to be with someone who's going to demean me like that. I'm insecure. It makes you feel good about you. I'm not doing this. Keep your phone on airplane, but when I die, don't say, fuck you. Be happy that these are last. Crazy how the one person I thought I could trust and be there for me constantly proves me wrong. You are wrong. You know that emotionally I struggle and have a hard time yet when I'm obviously going through something you ignore me until like, okay, you throw it in my face and laugh about it. You put your phone on airplane mode and say you're not dealing with it. But when something bad happens, don't say anything. Because this was my attempt to beg you to listen to try and understand why but you don't, and you'll regret it. You'll regret ever meeting me. Go back to the bitches you're used to. Go back to fucking thoughts. That's what you want. You never wanted anyone like me. You and your family hate me. Just admit it, but that's okay. Everyone does. But Poseidon, I would go and fly and be just fine in heaven without any. Wow. And you can show these sex to everyone. Laugh about it. Laugh about it now. If you want to talk, you can talk to me in person instead of eating food without me. I never eat without making sure you eat first. Okay, I'm leaving. The doors are locked. You can come get Poseidon and your laptop. Oh, Poseidon is the cat. Okay, Poseidon is the cat. The doors are locked. You can come get Poseidon and your laptop and stuff tomorrow. I'm gonna go home. I just want to resolve it so I can get some sleep, please. You don't ever have to talk to me again, but I can't breathe right now. I'm just so stupid. This whole thing is so stupid. I want to die. I never want to meet. I hate this all. I hate this life. Please stop talking. Taking it to this extreme. I tried to make my only friend to help. I'm still communicating. You want to help me? I'm so tired. I'm in pain. I don't want to do this anymore. Every day you lie on me to your mama. That's why I said we need to talk. We need to take time apart. You make it seem like I'm this horrible, even though I've cleared up everything. Just leave me to die. I will be fine. You caused me pain. You are selfish. I've been crying nonstop because of you. I can't be here anymore. You're sick. You push everyone away who really tried to love you. I've tried really hard to fight for this relationship. I can't do it. Yo, she was on some like crazy, like manipulative gaslighting. I've just asked for understanding. I'm done texting. Do what you gotta do. If I die, you wouldn't even care. Like, I'm done texting. Do what you gotta do. Exactly. How would you just trip and keep threatening to kill my unborn son? You're weird. I wouldn't feel safe having a child with you at this point. Stop being fake happy to be a mom. Weird. I've had enough. I don't want to talk to you ever again. Please don't contact me. If you need to contact me, please reach out to my sister or Sherman. I hate you. You are the most horrible person I've ever met. This is crazy. So she took 30 minutes and then texted him again. I wish I didn't have to fight with you, but you continue to let me down every time and rinse about exchanging my son in a money deal for views. What? And then speak about exchanging my son in a money deal for views. What? and openly flirt and help every other woman in the world but me. You hate me and you want me to die. I want to die because of you. I will die because of you. It's your fault. Cry about it later. Why do you want me to sit on the phone and listen to you yell at me all day? You do this to me every day. I beg you for help. You know I don't have any. You know I'm actively suicidal and struck. You know I've been running to the doctor every day for me, and you still play in my face. I won't make it to my birthday because of you. You had ruined me and all my having. You hang up when I'm begging for help. You're the yo, this is crazy. And you're so focused on being famous and having money when you don't even see what's in front of you. How would you? How could you go to Mexico and be with someone else? How could you openly talk shit about me to all your family and all the women you want to sleep with? You want to ruin me, and you succeeded. I hope you are happy. I didn't make it. I tried. I can't do this anymore. You can make up whatever story you want to tell people about how I am or how I used to be. You can make up whatever you want when I'm gone. Tell everyone I'm crazy. I can't wait. I can't wait for you to realize how badly you fucked up, how you ruined me. And any chance I had of having a good life and putting myself back together and continuing to ignore us, me and your son are alone. You don't care about us anymore. You never did. You want to kill yourself because I tweeted Sexy Red, a good rapper. This literally makes no sense. Oh, wow. So this is about that. This is crazy. Alright. I had to take a goddamn phone call, but shit, hold on. We gotta get back to it. This literally makes no sense. And she sent the audio. You want everyone is against me. I can't. I'm embarrassed, humiliated, and tired. No one understands how I feel. Oh, this is a whole different. This is something different. Hurting yourself won't fix anything. The internet shit is irrelevant. It's fixed already. Just leave me alone. Stop thinking about that. Don't ever try to contact me. This is proof. You leave me hanging. You just said leave me alone, and now. Oh, this. Well, why is this order messed up? This is a year before this. This is proof you leave me hanging. Oh, did she send a screenshot? This is proof you leave me hanging. As a mother, you won't step up when I need you to. I'm begging you. I just found out you slept with Lala in Mexico. I'm going to kill myself. My son will not be around for it. I can't believe you're acting. You put your penis in. Knowing I was here taking care of our son, knowing I was crying before you left. You selfish. It's because you're evil. I'm giving you your son. You're making stuff up. Please, I don't want him around for this. Please take him from me. I don't. Yo. I don't want him to see me like this. Oh, I'm begging you for Halo, please. I can't do this no more. I'm done. Knowing I poured my heart out to you before I left, you still went and fucked her, and you can't even own up to it. I hate you. You're evil. So he probably didn't even fuck. Well, the way him and Lala act, and the way they act about each other in this, it's kind of hard to believe he did that. At the same time, what people portray on the internet is different. But he's saying she's making stuff up. But either way, she's saying all this. Please take Kayla. I'm genuinely scared of you, man. I feel like you're gonna kill me in my sleep one day. I'm not allowing you in my house around guns. Please just go home and I'll pick Halo up from there. Me and Halo are in the cold and you won't let us in your house. I'm not letting you in my house around guns. I'm here in my pajamas in the cold and you won't let us in your house. Wow, okay. I asked for help. I asked you to take Halo from me right now and you won't. Instead, you leave us in the cold. You will never hear from me. It's not safe for you to be around us. Please just go home and we'll figure it out. There is no later. There was only now and you just missed it. I called and texted 1,000 times. You can't tell me I didn't ask for your help in the height of my struggle. I didn't. You denied me over and over and spent time at the club, left me outside and cold outside of your house. We can never come back from this. You missed your chance to take Layla. We are leaving. As long as you don't hurt yourself, I'm cool with that. We'll figure it out later. I already started hurting myself. Congrats. You killed me. Evil, evil man. You never cared about me. You called my family. They're not going to help me. I'm not answering anyone. I called you because I needed to speak to you. And now you made it worse. You never cared about me or loved me. It was all a lie. You have treated me like shit on the ground. I didn't deserve this. I tried my best. I want to live. I want to be happy. I don't want to die, but I don't know what else to do. I've tried. I'm reaching out to you for help. To please come get your son because I'm not okay. I am not okay and don't want him to be around me like this. I don't know what else to do. You've hurt me too bad. You've made everything so much worse. I don't want Halo to be around me like this. I'm coming to get him. But then you come and try to take him from me and say disrespectful shit to me like I'm a dog. You've hurt me too bad. You've hurt me to my core. Please just leave me alone. I'm not okay. And it's because of you. I'm not okay. And it's because of what you did. I'm not okay. Please just can I get Halo or no, Halle? I'm tired of asking. I've reached out for help multiple times and there's proof everywhere that I tried to reach out before. I'm on the way already to get Halo. I tried so hard. I did everything. I loved you the best that I could. I thought me having your child would prove to my commitments and my loyalty to you, but you went by me that. Yo, she's wicked. And now my son, I've tried so hard. I did everything I could up until this one. Why do I have to do something that's for anyone to take me serious? You will miss me when I'm gone. I'm tired. I've been alone in this apartment for 6 days. Everything in my bed, every day in my bed, I've gone crazy in it. I don't want to be here anymore. Please just leave me alone. You've done enough. Stop talking like you're going to hurt yourself or I would never hurt my child ever. I'm simply not talking about for please take Halo so he doesn't have to see I'm not okay. My heart is broken. I can't pretend everything is okay. I asked for help too many times. I feel like I'm drowning. You never cared about me, no. You didn't talk about Halo for more than 2 minutes. The whole conversation was about girls. I'm working. I don't know what to tell you. Every day I want to die because of the way you embarrass me online. Allow other women to speak on me. I keep going. Who speaks on her? I don't even see this shit. I keep going because of how much I love her. Exactly. I know that's what I'm saying. I ain't seen that. You constantly hurt me and then try to say I'm wrong for asking for support. I just thought we'd do what I wanted to do today since it's Mother's Day. But if you really want to go, you can. I'll just go home and pack. Hello? If you don't come back here, I'm going to call the police. I don't want you to do something stupid. I'm going to give it 5 minutes. You have a son. I know you took my gun. That gun has no safety. Oh shit. I was like, whoa, this year? This is last May. Put it down. That's not nothing to play with. You're going to him go through life without a mom. I have to call the police. I can't let this happen. I tried calling. It's just weird you wouldn't think to check on if we made it safe. This is my point. After a day like yesterday and things you said to me, you are just not capable of showing me any affection or love. I call and you send me the voicemail like I'm disturbing, like I'm just a fly that's in your way. Yo. Yeah, I think it's clear that she's not fit to take Halo. Yeah. DV minor child while existing case. DV minor child within existing case. Proposed court. We have a child and children together. We are dating or used to date. Other restraining order in court case. Date of order. Are you involved in any other court? Yes. Describe abuse. Did anyone else boom? Did the person during? Yes. Yes. No. Damn. Damn. Multiple different. Damn. Oh, this C attached upon this is everything basically that's in the petitioner is to have sole legal and physical custody of the minor without visitation award to respond until June 4th. Oh, yeah, that is what they ordered. That's what Halle ordered. Well, do you want to live where the person can travel? Yes. California. Do you want the person to have access to the children record or information? Yes. Do you believe the person might abduct? Yes. Hey, he hit her with the same shit she hit him. Do you want the judge to make child custody? Yes. Sold to me. Physical custody. Oh, legal custody sold to him. Sole legal custody to the respondent or in the alternative joint physical custody of the minor child on a 2255 timeshare. What is a 2255 timeshare? That's what I want to know. What does that mean? It's a type of joint custody and physical custody arrangement where a child spends time with each parent according to a rotating 2-week cycle. Here's how: 2 days with parent 1, the child spends 2 consecutive with the first parent, 2 days with parent 2, the child then spends the next 2 consecutive with the second parent, 5 days with one parent, the child returns to the first parent's home 5 days, including weekend 5 days with parent new child, then spends the next 5 days with the second parent. Okay. Parent 1 has a child on Monday and Tuesday, parent 2 has a child on Wednesday and Thursday, then parent 1 has a child for 5 days, Friday till Tuesday. Parent has a child on Wednesday through Sunday, and then boom, parent 1 gets him back Monday, Tuesday. Okay. So he's even letting her get 50-50 physical. He just wants the legal custody. But he's allowing her to have physical custody. Do you want the person to have visits with the children? No, I asked the judge. So he's saying yes, he wants her to visit. Do you want the visit with the children to be supervised, monitors by a third party? Yes. Professional chosen by respondent. So he's just saying, yeah, I want her to see Halo, but I can't have her do it by herself. Boom, boom, boom. Uh, uh, do not move children without permission. Boom, turned in and do not apply for passport or other important. I ask the judge to order the person to not apply for passports or other documents that can be used for travel, like visits and birth certificate, and turn in by date. Provide travel plan. If the person into is allowed to travel with our children, the person into should be ordered to give me children's travel copies of round trip airline ticket address and telephone number where the children can be reached. An open airline ticket for me in case the children are not returned. First, then is this the same? Yeah, this is basically the same. It's same thing, so it's just repeated twice. She. Oh wait, whoa. Declaration of George. Whoa, we didn't see this. I am over 18, boom. Fiance who's the mother. I regularly serve as their driver and have been present multiplicating air tags on June 23 and 30. I observed Halle Bailey confronting Daryl and female companion earlier that evening. I overheard, speaking of my fiance Tanya, I overheard petitioner tell Tanya that she was going to confront, physically attack Daryl. Boom, boom. As a result, Tanya and I drove to the theater and saw petitioner to fight Daryl's. Following above stated he said Daryl informed me that he was concerned and confused about how petition would the phone we searched. Maybe I can locate Apple AirTag. Had everything done there. A few days later, I received an AirTag notification on my phone. After this happened repeatedly that day, following this call. So this approximately 2 weeks later, I received yet another AirTag on my phone. An SK time. This time, Daryl found the device sitting inside a boom. They began to leave the SK at home and use other vehicles in effort to avoid being tracked. I could tell that they're damn. The diaper bag contained the air. Damn. She's crazy. And Jerry 25, Tanya and I moved in Daryl's home. She. Oh shit! Hold on. Wait. Whoa. Oh, Tanya too. Hold on now. Tanya declared at the same time, the mother of Daryl. Oh, I reside in Los Angeles, California. I didn't find located multiple areas of the first air attack. Boom. Night stating that she knew Daryl was at the movies and made threats to fuck him up. George and I drove to the theater out of concern. When we arrived, we saw petitioner outside the theater, visibly said, boom. Next day, George, Daryl, and I thoroughly searched the Maybach and found an Apple AirTag. A few days later, George received similar while driving Cadillac Escalade. Approximately 2 to 3 weeks later, yet another AirTag, a fourth AirTag found. That's crazy. Boom. In January 25, these have been the repeated placement of these tracking points established it clear. What is this? So she had one on her cat, and she put it. Boom. This all that shit. Boom. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. She looking cooked. Yeah, she's looking pretty cooked. Woo. I ain't gonna lie. Knowing he had all this on her, why did she file that? Like, she really, like. Man, I don't even know what to say, bro. Like, this is crazy. This is very evil. To all I'm saying is love yourself before anything else. When you're in a relationship, relationships don't work if one or the other is insecure. It's never gonna work. You gotta love yourself first. Literally, this is insecurities. This is craziness. This is to try to gaslight someone and manipulate someone like this, and to harm yourself to get them to stay and all that. She's very insecure. Um and shit. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it's bad. It's bad. Hey man, subscribe if you new. Like the video. Let me know what y'all think of this. I think, yeah, DDG got her cooked. Aiden's Jewish lawyers, whatever, they cooked. Yeah, it's. And what's crazy is he's still finna let her see Halo though. Unlike the other way around. That's how you know, bro. Yeah, bro. I'm out of here, y'all.